Not bad, mate. Not bad.
You excited? You excited to be doing all the press for the new record? I mean, I heard it's been done for a little while, so now you finally get to talk about it.
We do, we do. It's all part of the gig, man. And very excited about the record, and all the interviews have been good so far. So yeah, man, feeling all right.
It must be nice to finally be able to talk about things. Because when did you finish? Christmas time, I heard. It's been a while.
We finished recording it just before Christmas, and we mixed it sort of mid-January to mid-February. It took 3 weeks to mix, and then we went kind of straight into it's like not even straight into rehearsing, really. We've been rehearsing for about a month, so this is the first time people have kind of heard it. You guys.
Yeah.
So we're at that stage, man.
So
I can't wait for it to get out, actually. So I don't have to keep hiding my copy. You know what I mean?
And making sure no one steals it and puts it online and does all the things that happen nowadays.
All the things that happen nowadays, yeah, of course.
Well, the songs that are out there that people can hear, maybe we'll start with those ones, because Second Bite of the Apple is certainly different than anything I've heard from you in, well, maybe forever, actually. So where did that one, very, very Zombies influence, very interesting groove, it's different. So where'd that one come from?
It's different. Well, it's different, and it was the last song to be recorded for the album. It almost didn't get recorded. And that kind of freaks us all out a bit, because our thing was we want to record everything we've got. And some people go, oh no, we should just concentrate on 10 or whatever. And we were like, no man, for fuck's sake, you never know. And that just proves it. And we should put a version down like we did with every song on the album. We put the band in a room with Liam in the booth playing live. And sometimes Dave would go, look, come in, I've got an idea, or do you fancy conducting a sonic experiment, as he put it? And initially, I wrote the song on a piano, and it sounded a bit sort of Small Faces-esque.
Yeah.
Right? He then kind of suggested a feel. Chris went, well, look, give me tons and tons and tons of reverb, and he started doing that beat. And we were kind of, wow, that's fucking top, man. And you're sort of singing the melody over it, but he didn't even know what the verse was or the chorus was. He was just on a groove. Then Liam suggested that bass line, dead simple, man. No minors or majors in it, it's just notes. And then Liam put his vocal on, and it was kind of like that all day, and it was great. But Liam said, you know what, we'll try brass again, because we've done it on flick of the finger. Dave went, I was just thinking that. And this proves another part of why he's the real deal. Dave wrote the charts there. It took him about 2 hours. We got some people down who played on some of the Primal Scream records and Amy Winehouse and Richard Ashcroft. And they were great. And that night we thought, fucking hell, man, this is something else for us. Now, the next day, we decided to put a guitar on it. So we just went proper fuzz box. And then that's it, mate. That's it. It's got all the air still around them drums, and it's a groove, and it is different for us, man. And if you took Liam's voice off it, you certainly wouldn't call our name out first, which I think is a good thing.
It is. I think it's absolutely a good thing. You want to keep people guessing, especially on a second record for a somewhat new band.
Yeah, we knew, we didn't want to go in and pull out some 50s rock and roll kind of sounding thing or anything. We wanted to kind of buy some stuff that was just going to be us. And I do think the first one was a debut, but this one sounds like the first Beady Eye album, in a way.
That's interesting. You talked about putting the horns on the record, and you said you were rehearsing, I guess, for some shows this summer. How are you doing the horns live? Is it going to be keys? Are you going to try and bring a brass section?
It's a little bit of both, but, in this day and age, to travel with a brass section and do it properly is a lot. So we're going to use them when we can. And two of the guys who actually did on the record are going to do it, which is very helpful as well. But, it's just logistics, man, because we don't have a brass. It's not like we're Earth, Wind and Fire. You know what I mean? So that's what we've got. That's what we've got keyboards for. But nowadays, it's pretty fucking close, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, McCartney does it too. He doesn't tour the brass section. Wicks does everything on the keys.
Well, this is the weirdest thing. For anybody who could afford it, you think he would.
Right.
So a lot of the Beatles tribute bands travel with brass sections and and strings and whatever, but McCartney still uses wicks. But it's his life, man.
Yeah, hey, it sounds great. So no complaints.
Yeah.
Flick of the finger. You and Liam wrote it together. Do you want to talk about maybe writing with Liam and how that's progressed over the years as you've gotten closer?
Well, I tell you, the full story is me and Liam went and demoed it on an 8-track cassette machine, and he had the melody and the chords, and it was kind of an odd sequence of chords anyway, and it was just always on the back burner. And towards the end of the demoing period, Liam had like a bit of a burst of songs, and you'd think he'd be working on one song for that day, but he'd text me like 9 o'clock in the morning going, "Oh, Gem, I've got a new idea, I want to do this." And then we'd be working on that one. And in the back of mine and Andy's heads, we're always talking about this tune with the working title, Velvet Building. Right? Now, from that, because we just had Liam's sort of scat melody on it, one day, me and Andy put some keyboard brass on it. Andy playing it, and he came up with the harmony and the whole thing. So it was there, and it was a great sounding track. And then we decided to put that speech on it, but we kind of chopped the speech up and sprinkled it through the song. Didn't really sound right. We thought, look, it's got to be as a message, put it at the end. But then we needed some lyrics to kind of lead up to it. So me and Andy just sat and wrote the lyrics, and I've never done that ever with anybody. Sat down where it's actually worked and written lyrics. So it's the first kind of proper collaboration. Liam's melody and mine and Andy's lyrics.
Oh, that's interesting. And the passage, like obviously, "Flick of the finger" is not said in the song, I don't think, at all. Listening back this morning,
in the passage, in the speech, yeah. But that's the whole thing. It's weird, man, because it's like a linear kind of song. To me, the chorus is the horn part. There's some odd bar patterns, and it's just one of those. It's a bit of a freak. But you're allowed to have freaks, and it always seemed like it was going to be the first song on the album.
What spoke to you about the passage, though? How come that had to be part of it? And especially the first song of the album, why did that need to kick it off?
Well, I tell you what, I'd had the speech on my kind of cable TV box for ages, and I just, like when you come home and you think, fuck, I hope the missus hasn't wiped it, kind of thing, and I was always, don't ever wipe that, because I knew there was something in it. And the basic point of it is sort of, don't be deceived, think for yourself, and the modern idea of warfare, is not, it's a very, very complicated scenario nowadays. As people have said, even Obama said or whatever, wars aren't fought by people on horseback with bayonets anymore.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And a lot of them are for economic reasons. And we I'm not talking about the conspiracy theories or whatever, but we all know that there's powers that be and things we'll never understand. So I don't want to get really heavy on you here, but I'd hate to send my kids off to fight for a war that in 20 years' time is found to be based on something from the dark side.
Yeah.
And that's all it's saying. It's just saying, look, just think. And I think as each generation progresses, we all get a little bit more savvy, don't we?
Well, especially with the internet nowadays. Everything's at the tip of your finger.
Without a doubt, man.
How come you're not on Twitter? Without a doubt. Andy's all over Twitter, but you're not. Andy's
on Twitter, yeah, I don't know, man. It just hasn't kind of got me yet. I've never really... my wife absolutely loves it. It's just one of those, it hasn't hit me.
Not for you?
I don't read people's tweets. No, I know that people use it for different things, and I know one of the things I do kind of get from it is that it's almost like a news feed as well. You can gauge kind of what's happening in culture, and that's great, but I certainly don't like the way that, say, some people will tweet because they've, the fucking delivery van was late, so they'll moan.
Yeah.
So they'll get something delivered free. That's not good, man.
No, I agree with you. But
there'll be karmic retribution there somewhere, man.
let's get back to the record here. Shine a Light.
Yeah.
Now, Noel,
Yeah.
I saw Noel talk about using the word shine in songs because of the way Liam drags out the eyes in like shine, and you know the way he sings, obviously. So when you guys are putting a song together like that, do you look for words that he can do, I don't know, his trademark vowel drag out?
Yeah, well, no, I tell you what, it's more a case of we'd never shy away from it.
Yeah.
But Liam wrote that tune, and it fits the words, you know. I mean, I don't know, it's kind of, if you come up with it, we're not the kind of band to be self-conscious and go, we should change that to Beam of Light or something, you know. So it just is for that, and it's Liam's lyrics, and it's always hard doing interviews
when you
speaking about
song,
Andy
yeah,
or
course,
Liam's lyrics. Liam's lyrics, I can tell you what I get from it, but I can't say where it came from as such, really.
I got you. Well, let's talk about another one of your songs, just from the last record that I love, The Roller. Like, that's John Lennon to a T. Like, even with the piano backing the guitar and the pauses and everything about it is like you encapsulated Lennon perfectly. And were you going for that, or is that just what kind of came out in the mix?
No, I tell you what, not going for it, but definitely kind of, it's another, well, that just illustrates as well how sort of unself-conscious we are. It sounds like Lennon, but I fucking love Lennon. And I suppose he's part of my DNA, and it's why I'm talking to you. Mm-hmm. Because a light bulb went off in my head when I saw the Beatles cartoons as a fucking 6-year-old kid. So, you know, it's in me, and it's a good song, I think. You know, I'm proud of it, and we move on. But, you know, it's one of those songs that you say about the piano and all that kind of thing. If I played on an acoustic guitar around a campfire, it would sound different again. Mm-hmm. It might sound more like T-Rex or something, you know. So, cool. It's cool in my book, man. I'll take it. You know, everybody's got influences.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of us hide them better than others.
Was Trent Reznor influence? I know you worked on With Teeth. How did that change your musical perspective?
Oh, you know, I didn't. You know, that's all a modern myth.
Really?
You know what it was? Yeah, man. Honestly, I think what it was he was working in the Village studio in LA at the same time, and there may or may not have been a game of table tennis. I mean, me and Liam were always in the fire playing table tennis, and Trent Reznor would come and pick up a bat. He was in the other studio, and we were there for about 12 weeks. But that's it, man. It's a modern myth.
That's amazing, because on Wikipedia, you're credited as producer and engineer. That's crazy.
Weird. How weird. I know. I didn't know it had actually gone that far.
Yeah, okay.
Jesus.
Well, I'm glad we're debunking myths. That makes me happy.
That's the modern era. There you go.
Exactly. Full circle. I like it. I got to let you go soon, but I do want to talk about the decision to play Oasis songs live, because I think Liam was talking about that recently. What was the discussion in the band? I understand, you know, the first record, you want to be Beady Eye, you want to put this thing out, you have the one record, let's play it live.
Yeah.
So how come, were there songs that you just missed playing? Or like, how come that happened?
No, it came from us being asked to play with the Roses, Stone Roses, at Heaton Park. And because we said we weren't going to play any Oasis songs when we came out with the first tour, that was right, man, because otherwise it would have been schizophrenic. Mm-hmm. It would have been confusing for people who thought, well, who am I coming to see? And it was too close to the band splitting up anyway. But then the idea of playing Heaton Park, which we'd already played with Oasis anyway, and we believe like this as well. There was a spiritual kind of, I don't know, coming together of all the people that we are and we like, and you know, in our crowd, should we say. And it was right for Liam to play Rock and Roll Star that night. I look at it as a bit of like a prodigal son returning to Manchester. Mm-hmm. Ian Brown was on in the evening, we were on before them, and it just seemed like the right thing to do, you know. I don't know, man, it's kind of, it added to the day, and it kind of shows how unprecious we are about it. And we're certainly not building a new tour around any of that stuff. We may play him, we may not. We really, really are in a good place with the band and the new music. So that's that, you know, and I hope that makes sense.
And I can't wait to hear him when you come to Canada, man. I want to hear this record live. I'm very excited.
Canada has always been good to us, always. So, you know, we can't wait to get there as well, man, and we're certainly not going to let it slip by us.
Thank you. We appreciate that. I got to let you go, so we do something called 5 questions. 5 quick questions, 1-word answers.
Okay.
Road or studio?
1-word answers.
One-word answers.
going to do my best. I'm going to do my best.
Road or studio?
Studio.
Lennon or McCartney?
Lennon.
When you hear a song, what usually hits you first? Lyrics, melody, or rhythm?
Melody.
Song you've written you're most proud of?
Back After the Break.
Cool. And in one word, Beady Eye.
Open.
Oh, that's good. I like that. Thank you very much. I really appreciate talking to you. It's been a pleasure.
Welcome.
I wish we had more time.
What's your name again?
Matt.
What's your name again?
Matt.
What?
M-A-T-T.
Matt.
Yeah.
All right, Matt. Great.
Thank you so much, Gem.
Good speaking to you too. See you later.
Yeah.